Can you see me? A little bit dark. Okay, hey guys, I know I look a little bit dark in this shot. It is really grey outside today, so I apologize for the lighting, but I'm back again with another fun video. Well, it's actually going to be an attempt. It's going to be an attempt of me trying to recreate the Pat McGrath kind of like vintage VHS makeup videos. So that's what I'm basically going to be doing today. So it's going to be real tight up close-up shots of me kind of like putting some eyeshadow on, doing my lipstick and all of that jazz. So you would have just seen me set up my ring light and my camera behind. So I'm actually using my G7X to film this video today because I wanted to film at a frame rate of 60 frames per second, so I can slow my video down and get that crisp, smooth slow motion when I do slow it down. And obviously the camera I'm filming with now, my 600D, does not, it's not compatible with 60 frames per second. I've actually got one of the videos loaded up, so this is my inspiration for today's video. It's this video featuring Venetria, if that's how you say her name. She is absolutely stunning, and this is the video I'm going to be attempting to recreate today. I absolutely love this video, like it's everything. Because I actually can't tell if I'm in focus, I apologize if I'm not. Okay, so I've actually gone ahead and done half of my makeup already. I've just kept it really simple. I've done my lashes, eyebrows and foundation. The main areas I'm going to be focusing on is going to be my eyelids, because I'm going to be putting some shimmer shadow on there, as well as my lips, some mascara, and I have some products as well that I'm going to be featuring in the shots. So for my lips, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. As you guys can see, it's already got this kind of like metallic lip applicator. So it's going to create a really good glare or flare when I place or when I put the lighting on it. So it's going to get like that nice shimmer. So I will show you guys how I edit the video as well. Hopefully it comes together really nicely. So that's basically what I'm going to be getting at today. This is my first time attempting it. I have been obsessed with her videos, her makeup videos. So I just thought, you know what, today's the perfect day to do. I've got nothing going on, so I may as well give it a go. So I'm gonna get started. Why am I out of breath? I don't understand why I'm out of breath. What's wrong with me? But you guys can see she has this kind of like rose in the background that's been like laid over the actual footage of the video. Okay, so she's holding it there, but you can see here it's like a, what do they call it? I can't, oh, what is the term? Oh yeah, it's an overlay. So you guys can see the flowers and overlay in this shot, and you can see it's like kind of like overlaid on top of the actual footage of her face. So I'm going to be trying to create something like that. But in my video, I'm going to be also just kind of like applying makeup, like I've said already, just some shimmer eyeshadow on my eyelids and some gloss on my lips and contour as well, just to kind of beef up the video a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this kind of like, get this kind of B-roll shot. I will show you guys the flower I'm going to be using. So this is the flower I'm going to be using to create that kind of motion for the overlay in the video. So I'm just going to be doing this basically. I'm going to do it on the white wall behind me. So I'm just going to get some B-roll with this flower, and then you guys will hopefully see later on I will use it as an overlay. So this is the first part of the video, is just getting that like B-roll. And when I'm ready to film, I'm going to be showing you guys the technique I'm going to be doing to get that kind of like soft vintage glow on my lens. So I'll come back to you guys when I'm ready to show you guys what that is going to look like. Hopefully this video turns out okay. I'm actually quite nervous, and I don't know why, because I actually don't know how it's going to turn out, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not a wasted attempt. So thumbs up to wish me luck, and hopefully it turns out okay. Okay guys, so first up I'm just capturing some B-roll of the flower before I go ahead and start filming with a makeup product. I'm just getting some soft gestures and motion, so I have a variety of shots for the Olay. So in order to get that soft vintage glow on your lens, all you'll need is cling film. You'll just need to cut it up and place it over your lens, and I just tied mine down using a hair tie to secure it on the lens. So now that the cling film is secured on the lens, I'm just trying to focus my lens to actually capture the product. I didn't want it to be too out of focus, and as you can see, the product is capturing the light so beautifully, creating that really gorgeous flare. And the reason that's possible is because my ring light is above my head, as you can see, at a slight angle, and that's what's helping the product catch the light and creating that beautiful flare as you're seeing on the Fenty Beauty as well. And what I love about these products is the fact that they already have that kind of like metallic casing, which makes it so much more easier to create that shimmer when the light catches the product. So now I'm zooming up into my eyes, as you can see, and I'm applying the makeup product. And at first I just use a very subtle eyeshadow as my transition colour, and then you'll see when I apply that shimmer, that gold shimmer onto my eyelids, it's going to look so beautiful and soft on camera, and it's just so beautiful the way it turns out, and I love that. So simple. And now I'm doing exactly the same with the lip gloss. I'm just placing it on my lips, again, just to create that beautiful flare when the light catches the gloss on my lips. As you can see, it creates that nice glow and shimmer. So once my filming is done, it's now time to edit. This is where all the magic happens. Okay guys, now it's time to edit, and firstly I like to import all my clips into iMovie, and as you can see I've already cut down my clips to the footage that I like to use. And now what I do is I go to the crop setting and I crop my clips down so I have a more tight close-up shot. So I'm just watching through everything back to make sure I like how tight the shots look. So now what I'm doing is I'm going through the rest of the footage, just pick out the frame that has the best kind of like flare from the light hitting the product. So once I find that, I just go ahead and I kind of like take the excess clip and I put it to the end of my timeline just in case I decide I want to go back in and edit the original footage. But as you can see, I'm happy with what I've got, so I go ahead and I delete all the excess footage, and I just make sure I watch everything to make sure it makes sense and they flow really nicely. So once that's done, it's now time to create my overlay. I've already gone ahead and create one overlay, so I'm going to go ahead and create the second one, which I'm going to show you guys how I do. So first things first, I grab the picture of my face on top of the rose footage, and I'm just aligning the two files together. And then what I do is I just obviously zoom in so I can have a better view of the clips. And then I go in and I crop the excess clip that I don't need, but I first created a copy just in case I wanted to go back in with the original. So once I've created the copy, I go back to the original, which has been overlaid on top of the rose image, and I go in and I just hit the cutaway, and I go ahead and I bring down the opacity. And now what I do is I'm just doing a little bit of color correcting, and I'm just watching everything back. And once I'm happy with that, I go ahead and I share the file into Final Cut Pro, which is where I do the final editing touches. So once Final Cut Pro loads, what I do is I'm going into the effects section and I'm looking for the bad TV effects, and that is what's going to create that kind of glitchy vintage vibe that we see in the Pat videos. It's quite similar actually. So I just go ahead and I add that to the overlaid clips, and then what I do is I create a new compound clip. I just do that so I'm able to keep on track of all the different files that I'm working with. So what I do is I'm now going to just color correct this final image of the beauty video with the rose. So I'm just bringing down the saturation, bringing up the highlights, and I'm just watching it through again to make sure I'm happy with all the colors and how everything looks. And as you guys can see, I'm quite happy with it, so I move on from that. So again, I'm doing exactly the same thing with this makeup footage with the makeup application. For this clip, I had to download a VHS overlay, and I just downloaded this overlay from YouTube, and I dragged it into my timeline. Again, I placed it on top of the actual footage, and as you guys can see, I'm just cropping it down. And then what I do is I change the opacity again so I can just see the glitches, and I'm just working out the best kind of setting to use for this overlay. So as you guys can see, it's now kind of like opaque, so I can still see the original footage underneath the VHS glitch, and I quite like the way that looks. I'm just working around with everything and I'm just watching it back. Again, it's got the horizontal glitch, which I quite like, so it's just simple, easy, and it just works with this video. So I decided to change the blend mode to overlay. Again, that just made the the overlaid clip a little bit darker. So again, I just changed the opacity. I brought it down a little bit so I can see my original file underneath that. So now that's done, I'm just going to watch back the clip, and this is the final video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you followed my editing. I am quite all over the place, but hopefully we got there in the end. So these are the final clips and how they turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.